Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Tossed to the outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's got the back in the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Warren. Quickly complete. Still running at the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Might be calling a hot route. Try to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and there's room. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to pass. It's Burks. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running to the left. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quarterback's got the first. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Makes the catch. It's Miranda. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the break, they'll go back to work. Now on the option. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front.
It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, the running back has it. He's out past the 35. There he goes! The 20. Touchdown, Boilermaker! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Burks. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll run play action. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Sets up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Finds a man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Purdue! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Back to throw, it's Burks. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets away. He'll pull it down and run. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, now he's loose.
That is the camera
Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Back to throw, it's Burks. Fires to the right. Makes a connection.
Come on, Dorian.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback moving. And he he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Well, if you want to get something done, you better just do it yourself. Nobody open in the end zone that time. Quarterback's able to scramble and get in for 2.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Burks. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Still running at the 40. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as it gets him down to the 37.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough. And you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
The pull and throw off jump kill. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. In the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Reels it in down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Peters. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Wide open downfield. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Huskers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bland. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To throw, it's Burks. Got the tight end outside. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants to throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Nebraska! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown. There he goes. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the great Boise State-Fresno State rivalry is in the books. Here's how it all went down. Boise State was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times before in southwestern Idaho, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Burks. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Tompkins. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Peters. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Peters. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. One-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets into the 26.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Boilermakers inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got enough space, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Burks. He wants a big play here late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Peters. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Huskers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but
is it not behind the tub?
Miracles to happen some way to get
there's one behind it.
And do some damage.
Isn't that that one?
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Warren. He unleashes a long one. Snags it inside the 20. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Purdue.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. He'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Miranda. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew